Addict, last bet, 14th of April 2007. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Sunday edition of my vlog. Hope everyone's doing well and had a good week and a good weekend. Obviously I vlogged on Thursday from where I was, so it's a bit of a short one in between the last two or three. But I'm doing alright, I suppose. Had a busy week. I was did a bit of work in Gibraltar. Hi Gary, hope you're doing well. With a company called Wygam, do a bit of education work, and I was in with a couple of gambling companies, Lottoland and BetVictor, and I was there. I delivered my story 2 or 3 times, and hope they took a bit out of it really. So yeah, I'm delighted to do a bit of work. Brilliant, Gary. 7 weeks, no gambling, not one pence. That's a fantastic achievement, mate. I can imagine that you never thought you'd get that far, would you, mate? Day at a time, mate, and straight away. Yeah, so there I was, like I say, I did quite a bit of work for what there I was, like I say, I did quite a bit of work for Wygam that week, so it was really good. Hopefully I've got some up and coming bits soon. I'll keep you tuned. I was saying I'm alright. I had a bit of a rough day on Friday. I brought it on myself a little bit as well, but it is what it is. I had a rough day travelling back from Gibraltar. I was late and I was nearly got missed connections from the train back and stuff. Hi, Kretz. Yeah, I'm doing good, mate. I hope you're doing well as well. Nice to catch up and see you this week, mate. I know you missed this in the middle of the week, but it's been nice to slightly interact with you this week, buddy. But yeah, Friday. Hi, Jaffer. Hope you're doing well, buddy. See you Celtic win, mate. Mr. Forrest on fire, I heard. But yeah, like I say, Friday, a bit of a rough one. I got into a slight interaction on Twitter that I shouldn't have, and didn't do me any favours, and I kind of snapped. I had a bit of bad news that day as well. Hi, Joker. Wish you could do a day without gambling. Just one day at a time, mate. One day at a time. I'm guessing you're gambling every day. You got like that. What really drags you into gambling? Hi, Darren. Hope you're doing well, buddy. But yeah, got into a slight interaction on social media, which I shouldn't have. Hi, Gemma. Hope you're doing well. Kretz, yeah. I'm sorry if I don't understand it. I think it looks like it's Swedish writing, if you know what I mean. Contacting Studlining. Is that some sort of like care group or something for you? I don't know. Hotline. Yeah, pretty much. What would you like to do? Real Joker, have you tried any help anywhere? Tried to find any help anywhere? Right, okay, it's problem gambling helpline. That's great, correct. Maybe if you could keep sharing, maybe share that as well, if you know what I mean. Real Joker, how do you distance yourself from gambling? Yeah, try and get to GA meetings best I can. Yeah, I'll go to GA meetings. I'll be at one tomorrow in Chesterfield, so I'm looking forward to that. Best is to surround yourself with people who've got the same problem, who've got the same issues, and to talk through it and try and get help. There's also GamCare as well, which is a great tool to have. And yeah, there is some fantastic help out there, Real Joker. Obviously, I try and do these as well, where you can talk to others and interact with others as well. That's a great stuff. Hi Martin, oh nice to hear you, mate. That's good stuff. Glad you'd made 1 year, mate, and 20 days without a bet, a day at a time. That is fantastic. Evening, Stephen. Hope you're doing well. Does it get easier? For me, day at a time, mate. It does get easier for me. Don't get me wrong. That first year, 18 months, is really hard. Yeah, as Kretz said, you got to take the decision. It's hard breaking up old habits, but try and put as many barriers in place to stop yourself from gambling, and try and go a day at a time. Even if you split that day down to an hour at a time, half an hour at a time, even without a bet. Always try and find someone to talk to if you can. Make sure them barriers in place. Time, money, and opportunity all comes together. You're going to gamble. Break one of them links and you can do so. Hi Emily, nice talking to you. Nice to see you on here. Hope you're doing well. Emily's a bit of an affected other at the moment. It's not Emily who has the problem, if she doesn't mind me asking, saying it's a partner, and she likes to come on videos and have a look and see if she can get some guidance with it as well and stuff. So I'm glad she's here today. Hope you're doing well, Emily. I think it's when we find financial struggles we have to not resort to, as you say, Gary, you got to take it a day at a time, not like trying to hit any targets or anything like that, if you know what I mean. And as Gemma says as well, yeah, try and exclude from many places as you can. Joker, 11 and a half years done, mate, nearly. I'm 14th of April 2007. Hi, Mike, I'm really struggling at the minute. Done 3,000 today, feel sick with it. Mike, does anybody else know? Has anyone found out about this, or have you got the strength to tell anybody? If not, have you found any way where you can find any help at all? Have you tried care hotline or anything like that? Even or sittings at hi Joker, yeah, FOPs are your problem. I know a lot of people who struggle with betting terminals, don't get me wrong. There is loads of ways, that many ways you can gamble and stuff, and yeah, I know a lot of people. As I had was with quitting drugs. Yeah, correct. Yeah, I mean, because like drugs, if you wanted to quit drugs, you have to have that same mindset as alcohol, gambling, any kind of addiction, really, if you know what I mean. Hi, Darren, this week, 6 months gamble free. Can't believe it, mate. Well done. And it had a bit of, I think last Sunday where he was a bit struggling slightly. But you've got through that period, haven't you, a bit? And you're doing really well now, mate. It's amazing. Sorry, I've lost all the comments. So sorry. I've got the GamCare as well. You can feel free to message me privately on Twitter 99. Also on Messenger. Looking down now. Has it come back okay? I hope it has. Sorry guys, it blanked out a bit there on my vlog. I do apologise. Mike, just try and get the help you can, mate. You can feel free to message me at any point privately on as Barrowmad79 or on Facebook Messenger. Feel free to. I did post account. I did post this for the last couple of weeks now, and hope it kind of helps. There's also Discord app as well, Kratz. As Kratz selling help there as well. As I say, with my LinkedIn account, so I try to show gambling companies and gambling industry what it's like to be a gambling addict, and hopefully you guys are talking to each other now, and just hopefully you can see that people try to turn their lives around and try to do as much as they can. Yeah, I hope you can do something, Mike. And like I say, don't worry. The first thing you've got to do is try and get them barriers in place, try and get them blocks in place. Is GamStop, which is a fantastic tool that helps you self-exclude and be banned on casino sites and things like that. I don't know what kind of your gambling is or anything like that, but I hope it kind of helps. Excuse me, I'm just coming over from bit of a bad cough and a cold at the minute. But I'm just going to share a bit about Friday. I got some bad news. I potentially could be losing my job tomorrow, but it is what it is. I have to fight back. Hopefully I can get some work this week, just in case I might lose my as you say, this is a pain in the arse. I could be out of work tomorrow, but end of the day, something like that, when I was gambling, I wouldn't have given a shit, because I would probably right, I've got a couple of days now before I can sort myself out. You know what, I'm going to gamble, so to speak. Jaffa, as Joker as Jaffa says, just keep reading that, if you know what I mean. Obviously, with my personal situation, I probably will find work. It shouldn't be a problem with it, really. I'm quite easy. I work everything. It is what it is, correct. End of the day, I am on a 0-hour contract, so I am quite easily indispensable, so to speak. All I do is work hard as best I can, and hopefully something will come really good. But I'm not got a problem. I'll be all right. I'll be comfortable. I'll find somewhere quick enough. Like I say, I'm quite happy to do any kind of line of work really. So, end of the day. Evening, Barry. Hope you're doing well. Gambling's got 2 months now. No online gamble. Brilliant, Barry. Fantastic achievement, buddy. Yeah, well, Gemma, we never know. It happens if you're not aligned. Maybe one day it could be. We'll see. Here's what it is, Emily. I have to, like you say, I've been in a lot worse situations than what I have, so it is what it is. I just crack on. I never let myself get well. Yeah, I can feel down, I can feel sad, but I know tomorrow's another day, and that day could change, and something really could happen really good. I just keep carrying on with it and stuff. I don't know about that, Gemma, but hey, it is what it is. I'm Andy. I just want to live life, have an easy life, if you know what I mean. For me, Real Joker, yep. It took me a long while, don't get me wrong, I'm paying my debts off, I'm still paying my debts off to us as I speak, but end of the day, it is what it is. I just have to keep fighting, keep being positive, day at a time, and every day you... As you say, Joker, I did exactly the same, mate, exactly the same. But the thing is, every day I go away without gambling, there's only one way my debts go, and that's down. They're not going back up or anything. They stay down, if you know what I mean. As you say, Stephen, yeah, it might force me to, well, not force, but it might make me decisions more clearer, what I want to do or something. Hi, Scott, are you doing well, buddy? Did you play in the FA Cup yesterday, by any chance? Are you still in the FA Cup? Scott's a good guy, plenty of story, got a fantastic story out there. If you just Google his name, I'm sure you'll find it. If anyone's got any Twitter handles or anything, feel free to put them up on the comments. See if we can network and people can message each other and talk to each other. That'd be great. But like I say, I mean, if I do end up being without a job tomorrow, I just crack on and deal with it. I want to deal with it, if you know what I mean. It comes and goes. Yeah, Joker, yeah, as you say, it comes and goes, yeah. Like I say, I was gambling into live and living into gamble, basically, so I get that feeling, Real Joker. Darren, did I enjoy my Burger King? Yeah, nice to nip into Spain to have it and come back. I did have a McDonald's as well the next day as well, went to Spain and back. Yeah, but it was funny. Thank you for putting all your Twitter handles out there, guys. It means a lot. Keep networking, keep talking to other people, keep supporting and helping each other. Remember to look after yourself first, if you know what I mean. Yes, I do have an email. What I'll do, I have an email. It is andymargaret@me.com. It's just on my iPhone, basically. Feel free to email me there. Thank you, Gemma, for putting them on the thing. Message him on Twitter. Well, you can do, or feel free to get on my message. Why don't you just, instead of targeting an age, Real Joker, why don't you just try a day at a time and see if you can like drag yourself up and away from it all and stuff like that, and you might be able to get yourself help, if you know what I mean. As Jaffa says, GA meetings are brilliant, fantastic. I'll be at one tomorrow because I'm probably going to need it, and I know I need it because I'm not being able to get to for a few weeks because I've had quite a busy time with life, with work and stuff, if you know what I mean. As you say, Gamban app for Barry, fantastic thing as well. Hi Nicholas, nice to see you. Nice to see you on here. You've been gambling for 5 years. I had enough. Thanks for sharing your story advice. Thank you for your nice comments there, Nicholas. I hope you're doing well. If you're trying to stop, have you tried to get any help anywhere at all, or try to work, or try to do something with your life? Try and find help to try and stop, Nicholas. I'm glad you're on here. There's plenty of people on here you can talk to as well on the comments. Just keep listening and keep sharing. It will help you a lot. Sorry for the light in the back of there because it's gone really dark now. I do apologise. But yeah, try and feel pretty good, pretty positive, one day at a time. Just like you said, as Jaffa says, you know, a quote I've plagiarised off him. World record for gambling, staying off gambling is 24 hours. Yeah, hi Chris, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Chris has got a good book out. His Twitter, Win, Lose, Repeat. Feel free to read on there and stuff and all that lot, and maybe buy it. Good to think about the reason for your gambling. Mine was boredom mixed with frustration. I think quite a lot of mine was probably frustration, and plus I had the load of time on my hands as well. As you say, a lot of people who do message or who do talk seem to be bored quite a lot, and then it's something to do basically. I mixed the two. Stop video. Sorry, I'm making them stop. Oh, okay. It's alright, I'll just catch up on the comments. Do apologise, guys. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing, like I say, quite well. It looks like everyone's doing good. As Romeo says, a book, Alan Carr, Stop Gambling, The Easy Way is good. He's got that's apparently a good book. For ladies as well, there's a new book out this week, like a self-help one by a woman called Liz Carter, who I had the pleasure of meeting on Monday before I went out to Gibraltar. She was fantastic to sit with and talk for a good half hour, 45 minutes. Obviously, we come from two very different backgrounds. She's very academic. I was dragged up more than not, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's the way I am, if you know what I mean. Like I say, it was fantastic to meet her and share like stories and how she is, if you know what I mean. Gambling is an empty way to fill the void. As you quite agree, if you're quite right, Chris, quite right. Okay, gambling. Have you tried to contact them at all, Kretz? They are quite receptive on Twitter, if you know what I mean. It's fantastic to see. Hi, Gemma. Yeah, I'm anti-gambling for myself, but I'm not anti-gambling like industry or anything like that, if you know what I mean. Oh, brilliant, Mike. That's fantastic you registered for GamStop. Hopefully that will be a great tool for you to use. One thing I would say is probably try and get help with like someone looking after your money, if possible. That's another major step as well. Well done for that though, mate. Really brilliant. The best way to deal with it, Barry Budget Bet, is to make it difficult to gamble. If you put enough hurdles in place, it's almost impossible to gamble, and it works. Exactly. Put as many layers of protection away from gambling as you can. You can do it. Like I say, at the start, I had to get somebody to... Alright, Gemma. But I try... At the start, I gave my wife control of my money. Just did that. Put blocks in place. I didn't self-exclude, I will admit that, but put blocks in place for all my online stuff. Really. Steve, yeah, poor mental self-diagnosed with gambling to help distress. Quite a few people are like that, aren't they, Steve? I think you've probably noticed that in conversations we've had before, and amongst others who we've talked to. It can really lead to, I mean, as you say, it's like a de-stress. As you say, it's something, blowout. You can sit in a complete bubble. You can focus on just gambling and forget everything else in the outside world that's probably troubling you. And yeah, I get that. Hi Nicholas, wish the government would do more. I'd hope one day they'll probably do a government levy, so it could fund more treatment, and more paramount for me is education, especially at the younger age. For me, as I say, should be taught in schools. Everyone knows that for me. Talk about dangers of everything else like alcohol, drugs and smoking and STIs and stuff. Why not gambling? Great stuff, Mike. Keep tuning in, mate. You feel free to message me anytime you like, as well, privately and confidentially. But I would try and have a look at for a GA meeting or something, or even do the 20 questions on there as well. That might help you to understand a bit more about what how you're currently thinking, or how you currently think you are. That you can understand it, and now your brain works better. As you say, Scott. Stop blaming others that do nobody, and you got to concentrate on yourself, as you say. Yeah, Scott, totally agree. It was a good question you posed last week about blaming. You posed last week, and it kind of sparked up the comments and stuff. So that was really good, Scott, as well for me. If you wait for the government, you'll be in for a long time anyway. Why delegate responsibility? I can identify, mate. Gambling has turned me into a head case. 100% mental health issues, OCD, anxiety, depression. But as you say, you're still staying away with it, aren't you? Stephen, Jeffer, you're staying away from gambling, so hopefully those kind of things might come down. I'll tell you now, I've got a bit of a little tick. I rub my hands and stuff when I get a bit angry and a bit like, oh, I want to confront something. Because I used to be really angry with myself and get upset, if you know what I mean. And that's the way I was, and I was really in a bad way. When I was gambling, I used to like get angry and confrontational with people, not like nasty or anything like that, if you know what I mean, but like as in violent or anything, but I'll get like make sure I was opposite end of the argument. And now when I want to probably do that, I kind of like, I don't know, I've got a little tick where I just rub my hands and get a bit excited and angry, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I understand that, Stephen. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and well done, Mark. Yeah, can I have your autograph as well? Great stuff, Paul. Great stuff, Harry. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Nice she's picked you up. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on all your comments. I do apologise, guys. Problem got red text means that I've got to go. There was 10 questions. Okay, yeah, no problem. Can you do me a favour, Kretz? Is there like a translation for it or anything like that? If so, can you fire it over to me, like private message? That'd be nice to see what's in the Scandinavian country, in Sweden. That'd be nice to probably have a look at. My mental health is so much better as I have tackled the actual issue. Okay, great stuff, mate. Great stuff. As you say, it does get mentally hard and stuff and all that lot. And something like tomorrow would have totally mess with my mentality. If I was still gambling tomorrow, I'd be absolute mess. I'd be like, couldn't give two fucks basically. Apologies for swearing, but that's where I would be. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm quite laid back about it. C'est la vie. If I do lose my job, I do lose my job. If I don't, I don't. But I'll soon find out. It's not just me in that either. It's many others as well who might be getting laid off. So we'll see. Thanks, Kratz. Appreciate that. I want to stop for my friends and family. Yeah. Thing is, Nicholas, you've got to want to stop for yourself. For yourself, we have to be selfish. It is down to us at the end of the day to try and get ourselves to stop. Day at a time, mate. You will feel better for it. Obviously, it's great because your family and friends will actually try and help, if you know what I mean. As Darren says, you need to stop for you first, Nicholas. Don't try and prove it for everybody else. I've made that kind of same mistake when I first stopped. I was like, oh, I'm just doing this for my wife and a child and stuff. It might mean I'll be able to go back to it and stuff and all that lot. And I did have those kind of things, if you know what I mean. Cheers, Jaffa, for sending that corrects if you get a chance. He's on Twitter, Jaffa, so that'll be good. As Gemma says quite correctly, you've got to be selfish in your own recovery. Look after you first. Everything else will look after yourself after. You'll lose trust, don't get me wrong. People might not trust you and stuff. And I know, like I say, in my own situation, as you say, Scott, I mean, I was like, I'm doing this for somebody else straight at the start. I was like, I didn't want to go to GA or anything. I was dragged kicking and screaming to GA. I was like, no one's like me. I'm only doing this because my wife and family wanted me to, so to speak. I didn't want to, but after a few months, I realised that I was doing it for myself and I had to, so to speak. As you say, you didn't care about the self-destruction. That's why I got to rock bottom and I just like absolutely wrecked everything to bits, so to speak, in my life. 19 days for you, near 20 days now. Yeah, as your day it can. If it happens, it happens. Harry, like I say, c'est la vie, mate. I can always find something else. I remember in GH he got first year pin this month because this time he was in pain, not anyone else. Oh, right, okay. Oh, so he's had that many slips and he just got his first year pin. I hope he's doing alright now, mate. Sorry, I'm catching up, I do get... Fantastic. Be sick of your self-destructive actions. No, anyone will never see a skin buckets, as you say, yep. Okay, as Scott says as well, I don't believe it has to be for others. And I say that because at the time I felt worthless, I didn't have anything. So to stop for me, I thought, what's the point? Please listen to what Scott's saying here. He's some cracking comments here from Scott. It is great. Sorry, I'm struggling with the throat again. I do apologise. To help yourself, not for others. Sorry, a bit out of context. Okay, yeah, correct, Jeffer. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm struggling with my voice at the minute. I do apologise. Great stuff, correct. I'm glad you're feeling clean again off your drugs, mate, and that's fantastic news. As you say, drugs, alcohol, gambling. With drugs and alcohol, you can see like the physical effects. With gambling, you can't. That's why they call it the silent addiction. Yeah, Chris has got a YouTube channel as well. He does bits, so does Steve Gerling as well. Both these boys do that. Hi Joshua, nice message, mate. No problem. I don't really talk about figures a lot, but I will say I did 60k over 2 years on 4 credit cards and 2 unsecured loans and an unsecured loan on the house. Yeah, just battered like the credit cards twice over, 2 15-grand loans. Absolutely crazy. But as I say, we don't really talk about money a lot, if you know what I mean, because it does sort itself out after you stop, or when you've tried to stop and you've been stopped for a long time, because the debt only goes one way, and that's down. It don't go any further, if you know what I mean, further up. You just got to keep limiting yourself, keep stopping yourself and stuff and all that. Hi Joshua. Yeah, I'm still got debt. I've got about 46k of debt left, but I went through a step change and helped to pay myself monthly. Budgeted it's a free debt charity service in the UK. It will help budget how much you could pay, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm glad it's trying to make you something wanting to get out of the rut you're in. Have you found any help anywhere else, Joshua? Like going to meetings or anything, or GamCare or anywhere else, somewhere to talk to, basically? As Mark correctly says, as a PG, it usually takes a very negative life event to make you want to stop. And cut room and borrow money from gangsters. Like I say, I've heard Mark's story, and it's a very, very massive story. It's very good to probably listen to and hear. I mean, I had the great opportunity to listen to his story fully a couple of times, and it's a crazy story. I'm sure there's reports out there or something the way he's written about it and stuff. So feel free to try and find Mark's story. Financially and mentally gambling is very destructive, and until you do realise you're never going to beat it. Play Romeo or 2 Shame, which sounds pretty fair. Joshua, you're not alone, mate. You're not alone in feeling ashamed, or it sounds pretty, but don't like anything and need help. Mate, we all, like I say, we all got the big egos. We all got like the, oh no, it won't knock me down or anything like that. As Joshua says, message him on Twitter at Jaffa Miller, or feel free, BaronMad79, or privately message me on Facebook, on Messenger as well. I understand that. I know there's quite a few people who are in the army who have messaged me before, mate. So you're not alone in the army regarding gambling addiction, mate, at all. Would anyone actually listen in the army? Do you have like the actual like services that you have in there, like the help services? Because I'm sure you probably got a few bits, if you know what I mean. The first step is to admit yourself that you've got a problem, then you can handle it how you want. Yep. Josh talking is the first step. Mark says he went 13 years, gambled millions, did not give one single fuck about anyone or anything, because I always thought I could win enough to get out of trouble. He was wrong. Hi Brooks, no, I don't smoke cigarettes. I've just got a bad throat at the minute. As you say, you always think you can win enough to get out of trouble. It's like that. I mean, I remember I had a gas bill of, say, 85 quid I had to pay. But instead of, like, paying it, even though I had the money, I tried to win that money and then save that 85 quid. In the end, it cost me about £250, that gas bill. So we don't even think logically when we do that. We're always trying and win, if you know what I mean. As Chris Crichton says as well, Joshua, services are confidential as well. As Scott says, Josh, talk, mate. It's powerful, mate. Feel free. You can message me privately. I'm having kids because I didn't want them to go through all this shit. As you say, Stephen, it's great people are sharing what they're thinking and talking. Jaffa, can you sort this one out, mate? I'm not sure. I opened up and I work in bookmakers, mate. It's tough to begin with, but opening up and telling people it's good. I mean, you must find it hard because like that element of the being there in there, Harry, working in a book is. But 20 days, mate, you keep going. Blame game will never work, as you say. Accept full responsibility. Quite right, Mark. End of the day, yeah, we can have a beefs and we can have our anger and all that, but once you accept responsibility for what you've done, and then try and take account for your actions, then you can begin to move on. It's a hard journey, it's a long, hard slog, but you can make it. Agreed, Mark. Yep. Scott. Cheers, guys. There's a bit of a mutual patting on the back, but that's good. You know what we don't do enough as people who are gambling addicts? We never pat ourselves on the back, if you know what I mean. If you know, we never pat ourselves on the back when we've done well. When we take it a day at a time, it's hard, if you know what I mean, so to speak. But yeah, we have to sometimes think, yeah, we've done good. Pat yourself on the back. Got through that day. Well done. You might not feel like it. You might feel ashamed even. And I did feel ashamed. I feel it's hard. I still find it hard when I get praise, if you know what I mean. Go for it, Scott. Go for it, Scott, mate. Yeah, feel free to ask, mate. I'm open and fair game. Mate, go for it. Go for it. I'm just trying to sort my throat out, so I'm just waiting for this question off Scott. Sorry guys, keep talking amongst yourselves. I've got a bit of a sore throat, I do apologise, and if I sound a bit croaky and a bit off and don't sound very great, if you know what I mean. Yeah, quite right, Gemma Frog in the throat. You bastard. Cancelled, didn't it, mate? I'm still waiting for it to come back and finish it off. I knew I was getting set up there after it took you so long, you bastard. Yeah, I can laugh and joke at myself, if you know what I mean. Does get easier as time goes on. Mark, you know me, mate, on Twitter. I get exactly the same kind of thing, mate. It hurts. As you say, mate, yeah, be yourself and crack on, if you know what I mean. Mate, he's a wind-up merchant, Jaffa, proper. Be yourself, accept responsibility, and then crack on with recovery. As you say, Mark, absolutely brilliant, mate. In fact, I'm probably going to try and screenshot that, but I'll probably cut the YouTube channel by accident then or something. But yeah, it's my pet hate, and believe me, mate, it grinds my gears, but sometimes most of the time, I have to just ignore it and just carry on and think about accepting my own responsibility and just crack on with recovery. Yeah, mate, you're not alone in that thinking, if you know what I mean. The thing is, I know it's my fault, and it's just when I get bored and fed up again. Have you got anybody else to talk to, Joshua, at all? Like a friend, or do you have a family that you could talk to? I know you're in the army and stuff, but is anyone you can talk to and open up like that? I do think, like you say, in the services, it's going to be confidential any help you may receive. Maybe even try GamCare, like a one-on-one sessions or something like that. Somebody you can open up to. Yeah, I was going to screenshot it, mate, but you know, Mark, I'm 100% with you on what you're saying anyway, mate, because you know me, mate, I know you. I'm exactly in the same boat as you, mate, exactly. Going to set it back open tomorrow, pop down there and get it done. No, lovely, mate. Yeah, go down with the shears, dude. I'm sure Stephen's being slightly sarcastic there. I feel like I'm in a bubble and I snap out of it, I suppose, in an hour. Josh, like you say, you're not alone in how you're doing things and what you're doing as a compulsive gambler. It does suggest to me you really do need to get some help, mate, or try and look for some help. I'm sure Army could probably like let you try and find help or do something, or someone you could talk to in the services at all. Yeah, that's a classic thing as well, Joshua. No one, people only see your winnings. I was the same, mate. I was exactly the same. Nicholas, yeah, I try to do 2 vlogs a week. I try and do one in midweek, usually on a Wednesday or Thursday, and every Sunday at 8 PM, Nicholas. Mate, I rent the house, dude. I rent the house. I can't do out with it, mate. I can't do out with it. Cheers, Chris. Appreciate that, mate. 20 have a mortgage, nice cut. I'm doing food, but when within a crazy month, I made gambling an issue. Yeah, Joshua, it's a very similar thing, mate. Feel free to just go down. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, and everyone's got different ways of recovery, but it'd be worth trying to get down to your local meet, mate. All you need to do is put the postcode in on the Gamblers Anonymous website, and it'll come up with your closest and local meet and what day it is and what type it is as well. So have a go, mate. Go down, and no one's going to share where you're from or what you do, mate, because it's strictly confidential. Everything stays in between them four walls, mate. Okay, Romeo. Yeah, like you say, you had a massive gamble, didn't you? Take someone's number. You can feel free to have mine, Joshua. If you've got any social media account, message me, mate. I'll give you my number straight away. I can't really do it on a live vlog, but I will do. Scott said quite rightly, says a lot of people working in gambling with trying to help people learn from problematic gambling and also help to recover. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Do I sound like Double Trump? Anonymous. There you go. Brilliant. Right then, guys. I am going to shoot now because I've gone on for I've gone on for quite a bit and I've got a sore throat at the minute. It will be another live vlog. It possibly be Wednesday, but I will let everyone know. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Joshua, if you want my number, feel free to privately message me, and I will do. If not, Jaffa's put his number up, and he'll give you my number. He's got my number, Jaffa has as well, so feel free to take it off him. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Gemma. Thanks, Emily. Thank you. We'll hope so. So, my name's Andy, and I'm a gambling addict. Last bet, 14th of April 2007. Take care, guys. Appreciate everyone being in. See ya.